Please consider supporting the channel by becoming a YouTube member. It's only 99 cents a month, and even that little amount can make a big difference. If you would like to support the channel further and gain access to special content, events, features, and merchandise that are only available to patrons, please join us over at Patreon at patreon.trek-world.com. Okay, so today we take a look at books from the 1970s that we all probably had, but maybe don't have today, or maybe they've even slipped our mind. The first one we take a look at is a book from 1977, Ballantine Books, called Trek or Treat. Now, most of us, if we actually saw this, probably saw this through the Scholastic School Fairs at school, but it was available over the counter. The book's somewhat unremarkable in itself. I mean, in all honesty, it is basically just a collection of photographs, almost all in black and white, almost like postcards, with funny captions. 98, 97, 96, ready or not, here I come. There's no doubt whatsoever these were aimed at children when we were growing up, which is why most of us, if we encountered it with things like the Star Trek puzzle book in the 1970s. Like I said, at the Scholastic work fair. Some of the references are dated. Okay, this photograph of Kirk, and then the caption is, "Would you believe a 99-pound weakling?" For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, there was this ad that was placed in all of our comic books about Charles Atlas bodybuilding. And they would show us a drawing of a guy and his girlfriend at the beach, and he's real small and skinny, and some big buff guy comes running by and kicks sand in their faces. There's a little bit of interaction, and what are you going to do? He's a 99-pound weakling. This guy's 250-pound solid muscle. The idea here to teach us in our childhood years in our comic books was that, hey, you better put on some weight and look impressive, or you're just destined to be embarrassed by people on the beach for most of your life. It grew up that I would be more embarrassed about the way I looked in things on the beach than the way my body looked in general as far as fitness was concerned. Love means never having to say you're sorry. Yeah, that actually probably was a Hallmark card at one point. I like this one. This one's pretty good. Let's see. Is it feed a cold and starve a fever, or is it starve a cold and feed a fever? To this day, I don't really remember. Another dated one. I have Ring Around the Collar. Yeah. What else? So if there's anything here, Spock and Amanda from Journey to Babel, or Journey to Babel, however you want to pronounce that. And of course, the caption is, "Get a haircut, son." I remember the 70s, long hair was frowned upon in young men. It was viewed as a hippie type of thing. This looks like that might be. If you have any videos, photos, or documents that you would like to donate to us, please feel free to send them to Jim at trek-world.com or submit them via the web at submit.trek-world.com. The last thing I remember is telling him to step outside. Yeah, okay. This one's kind of cute. All right, he's been writing my number on the bathroom wall for a good time. Oh, 1-800-555-1212. And we've all experienced this moment. Nope, that's good. A little on the left. Scratch. Got it. I'm not making these up. These are the captions. Oh, nobody ever plays a charades anymore, do you? Don't even know if it's still around anymore, but it's like first word, second syllable. It is coming to an end, folks. I promise I'm not going to kill you forever. Let's try one more. Everybody out. This pool room is off limits. All right, so I don't know how many times Trek or Treat was reprinted over the years. I would suspect probably not much. It came out in 1977, like I said, so it was produced towards the remaining years of the 70s, just before pocketbooks was going to take over in 1980, and it pretty much stopped all the production of non-pocketbooks books. So this would pretty much fall a victim to that as the time went on. You should be able to find it on Amazon or eBay. My guess is, if you're paying more than $10 for it, you're probably paying too much. It has a very, very limited audience because like I say, the captions are dated. The photographs are all black and white. And most people who would see it would have no idea really what it was referring to, unless, of course, you were Gen 1, which I happen to be.